Hey guys, it's me, and I wanted to come back for an unscheduled live stream today and just share some thoughts. We are heading into a new year. We are, 12 days into 2017 if you're watching this in real time. And I wanted to share as we're constantly looking, and if you're like me, I'm doing a lot of reading around this time of year. I'm listening to podcasts. I am looking at experts, and I'm really incorporating sort of the best of the best into what I have planned for the new year. And it seems like there's a lot of things that are shifting, that are in flux, and that are changing in not just business in general, but in specific industries and in industries that are represented within the Women Who Wow membership. And so if you're like me, I don't love change. I really don't. It's not something that I look forward to. I really do like to kind of keep things steady and stable in my personal life. These are is sort of something that a little bit defines me. It's, I guess, part of what makes me a homebody and things like that. And so I really struggle when I feel like there's so much change going on. And the good news about business is that there's certain things that seem to never change. I've been in business now for about 18 years. And one of the things that I found is that there's certain kind of absolute truths that just don't change at all in our business. And I wanted to share 3 of those with you guys today. And I hope that they come as an encouragement, although they're truths, and sometimes these truths hit a little hard. And so I just encourage you to welcome them, to not fight against them like there's really no point, and to embrace them and make these truths become interwoven in the foundation of your business and your marketing plan and things like that. So the first truth is that it is not the best in every industry that makes the most money. It is the best marketer and salesperson of whatever that industry that makes the most money. And to be very, very honest, I do wish this wasn't a truth that we had to contend with, right? I listen to a lot of business owners who are absolutely amazing at what they do. Surgeons and doctors and, authors and speakers that are amazing at what they do. And they have brilliantly honed their craft. But it's not the best that makes the most money. It is the best marketed and the best salesperson that makes the most money. And so I want you to understand this. It's sort of maybe a negative truth, but if we embrace it and we become serious students of business and of marketing and of sales, then all of a sudden we start earning what we want to earn. And we stop kind of wishing that things were different or that the market would reward us for our skills. So just keep that in mind as a truth. It hasn't changed in the 18 years that I've been in business, and I don't see it changing ever. So the second truth is that getting your name out there is a very, very expensive, winding road to making your business work, and getting your clients in here is a very slight change, but it changes everything. So when you are faced with advertising decisions, when you're faced with how you spend your time, when you're faced with how you interact with your market, even when you're just networking, then I want you to remember this is not about getting your name out there. This is about getting the right clients in here, wherever that is for you. Maybe that's a brick and mortar store, maybe that's a clinic, or maybe that's your website. But always when you're thinking, you got to just hone or accept this truth. It's not about getting your name out there. It's about getting them in here. It's a slight shift in wording, but it changes everything regarding strategy. And the third truth is that real relationships are at the heart of business. Absolutely, and still and forever and always. And this is a really good thing. I am just fascinated by history. I read a lot about history, and one of the facts that I find really encouraging, especially when I'm going through challenging times in my business, is that there was a time in American history where most of us were profitably self-employed, where we didn't have an 80% failure rate for people who were self-employed. There's a time, and it's not too distant history, right? Just right before the Industrial Revolution, and neighbors did business with neighbors, and businesses were built on relationships, and everyone made their living that way. 90% of people made their living that way. And it's only in modern sort of recent history that people have complicated business and made it really hard, and also we have a pretty firm plan B. We have a tendency in our minds to equate security with having a job, and that changed things, because business, I believe, has always been a hustle and always been hard. But we didn't have a job. We didn't go to Indeed.com or Monster.com. I don't know if Monster's still around, but we didn't go to those places and look at what other businesses could hire us to do. We always kind of looked in our own business. And I just say this because, back then, before the Industrial Revolution, one of the things that made business work is that we didn't focus on algorithms or messaging or copywriting. What we focused on were relationships. That was at the core of our business. And the truth is, while we are forced, I guess, to look at all these other things in social media and messaging and copywriting and sales pages and all of that stuff, the core of your success is still going to hinge on the real relationships that you have with your market, whether you're an online business, a brick and mortar, a doctor, a lawyer, an author, whatever it is. Your success, your profit will hinge on your relationships, just the way it did when we were profitably self-employed as a nation, and these things will never change. So I hope this encourages you today. And if you have any questions or pushback, right, if you need more information, put it in the comments below. These videos are meant to serve you guys and serve the community. So please post something about this video below in the comments. But also, if you could just if you want me to teach on something, if you want me to do some research, if you want me to start a conversation about something in particular here within the WOW membership, then please absolutely let me know and put those in the comments so I can respond to that. But great to have you guys here. Welcome to our new members, and I hope to see a lot more of you guys in the Facebook group PlanetWOW.club. Talk with you soon. Bye.